Hi there, my name is Jamie and I'm making this video because I wanted to share with you my recent experiment in losing 15 pounds. I am a 46-year-old stay-at-home mom of 2 boys and I have been dieting and exercising for over 30 years. I have a sincere desire to help and encourage anyone out there who is trying to lose weight or who is struggling. Dieting is brutal, and the majority of us struggle because it is so hard, and it's hard for us to get results. And I have found that as I got into my 40s, and now that I'm in my late 40s, being able to lose weight is becoming more and more of a challenge. So the 5 different things that I wanted to talk to you about, I think, are pieces of information that might really help a way of thinking about approaching losing weight, especially as we are getting older and our bodies need less calories and we get less activity. The 5 different things. First one, know how many calories you are eating. This seems like common sense, but we are not very educated on how many calories we're ingesting. We think, oh, well, I only ate half of my gourmet cheeseburger at the restaurant, so I ate less than what I would have. However, it's still so many calories that your body's not going to lose weight. Those burgers are like 1,200 calories each. And then the French fries or whatever else, the beer or the wine that we had, we can get out of control very quickly with our calories. So we have to know how many calories we are ingesting. And there is an app that I use, it's called Lose It, but I think there are so many apps out there, I don't even know of them all. Or even writing your calories in a journal, just a way for you to educate yourself and take the time to know how many calories are in the food that you like. Okay, second point that we need to remember is how many calories your body needs. So to give you an example, for 4 months in this long experiment that I've been doing, I restricted my calories to 850 calories a day, and I was doing really good as far as watching my calories and what I ingested. I was tired, I was hungry, and I did not lose weight. I actually gained a pound. And no, it wasn't that I was losing fat and I gained a pound of muscle. I have the scale that tells me my percentage of body fat and all that stuff. It was my body shut down and I did not lose a pound because my body, my hormones, whatever is going on, it was not going to allow me to lose weight. But then I increased my calories to between 1,200 and 1,400 calories a day, and I started to lose weight, and I had more energy, and I felt good. So based on my body, I found the calorie level that I needed as an individual. So that's going to be different for every person. So we have to know how many calories our body needs. Third, we need to find food that we enjoy, that we're excited about, that's healthy, that's low calorie, but that we're excited about eating. So we have to, again, educate ourselves on that point as well. So as we are following a diet plan, we think about things in increments of 30, 60, 90 days, right? And then we want someone to tell us what to eat. We want to know, what am I going to eat on Monday? What am I going to eat on Tuesday? Well, that is only sustainable for the 30, 60, or 90 days because the majority of the time we don't like the food. And secondly, it's not something that is just part of our everyday life. This is something that we're setting a particular period of time around that we're going to do this, but then we're going to stop once we've reached our goal. When we find food that we enjoy, we get to incorporate that into our everyday life, and it becomes part of just our normal eating habits. And therefore, we find that it's easy to keep the weight off when we do it that way. Okay, and then my 4th point, we need to have a plan of action. This is the problem that the majority of us face in sabotaging ourselves, right? We are going to eat, oh, I'm only going to eat this. I'm going to eat half of my lunch instead of my whole lunch that I usually do. But then we find we've ran errands, we've been really busy. We come home, we're just so hungry, and there's still 2 hours before dinner. And then we start snacking or think, oh, I'll just eat a little bit of this or I'll eat a little bit of that. And before we know it, we have eaten so much and now we're not even hungry for dinner because we were overly hungry. We need a plan. Now, that does not mean that you have to structure your meals that Monday I eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snack. Tuesday I eat this, because depending on how you feel each day, depending on your hormonal cycle, there's so many factors to what we feel would taste good at the moment. So we need to have a variety of options for breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and for snack. And we need to know what those options are so that we go to those right away without thinking and we have a plan of action. So that's what I mean by having that plan. I'm actually going to make a video specifically about foods and drinks that I found helped me stay on track and still have been able to prevent me from gaining the weight back. And I think that it's really important, and it's not to give you a structured diet plan at all. The video I will make will be simply to give you ideas of ways to think about things and food that helped me, and maybe some of them will help you, maybe not, but ways to think about things and to look for new things to implement into your diet or substitutes that will help you be successful. Okay, so the fifth is going to be exercising and stretching. And I'm actually going to make a separate video about exercising because I have found that with my over 40 body and just my time restrictions, that certain things have helped me much more than others over this 2-year experiment. So I want to share with you different pieces of equipment that I've used and exercises that I do, but I'll do that in another video. But I want to touch on just the main point of exercising and stretching. Something is better than nothing. Each day that goes by, time goes by, and we realize another year has elapsed and we still have done nothing towards getting back into our clothes or losing the weight that we needed to be healthy. So something is better than nothing. This takes effort, but it's not a lot of effort if we think about it in that simple way. So we also want to avoid injuries, okay? Especially over 45, everything's kind of popping and cracking and hurting, and our bodies don't quite move the way they used to. So having reasonable expectations and not injuring ourselves. If you are not very flexible, stretching at this point may be much more important than exercise. That helps our back, our neck, our hips, our knees, our ankles. Stretching is a key element for us to even be able to exercise. So we need to be aware of that. And then you don't ever want to just stretch being with a cold body. You want to be warmed up, and you want to make sure that you're stretching every day. And I'll actually go into a little bit more about that in the video. But with the something versus nothing with exercising, in my 20s, I could be at the gym for an hour, 2 hours. It was great, no big deal. Now I might have 5 or 10 minutes, and making the most of that time is a key element. And when I really don't feel like exercising, what is my plan? What am I going to do? How am I going to go about that? So I'll address that a little bit more. But that fifth point, something over nothing. Okay, so those are my 5 points. I'm going to make the other 2 videos, and hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, you can please put them in the comments and I'll try to respond when I can. And I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.